The sound of frantic scratching echoed through the small containment cell. I could feel the weight of the vermin, thousands of tiny bodies scuttling over one another, their incessant movements creating a cacophony that rattled my nerves. The air was thick with the stench of decay, an overwhelming reminder of the reality I was trapped in. Why did I agree to this? I muttered to myself, shifting uncomfortably as a cockroach crawled up my leg. My name is Infestation, and I'm the current host of SCP-027. I had been in this damned cell for what felt like weeks, but it was probably only a matter of days since I was thrust into this nightmare. The moment I stepped inside, the swarming began. I could barely see through the fog of gnats and flies, but I could feel them buzzing around my face, crawling into every crevice of my mind. No one ever told me what it was like to be a host. They just warned me about the dangers, the vermin that would flock to me, but they didn't prepare me for the itching, the anxiety, the constant fear of losing control. The security personnel watched from behind reinforced glass, armed and ready to subdue me if things went south. I could feel their eyes on me, judgmental and fearful. "Hey, can you hear me?" I shouted, desperation creeping into my voice. "I need help. This thing needs to get out of me." A technician, one of the few brave enough to approach, frowned from a distance. "We're working on it, officer. Just hold tight. Remember the protocols." "Protocols!" I laughed bitterly. "What good are protocols when I'm infested with this thing?" I gestured wildly to the swarm, my hand brushing against the raised floor. The grates designed to go away the vermin. I can feel them crawling inside me. I'm not just a host. I'm a damn breeding ground. As if on cue, a sharp pain flared through my abdomen, and I doubled over, gasping. "Get it out! Get it out!" I screamed, my voice breaking. The technician moved back cautiously, eyes wide with alarm. "Just breathe, okay?" he said, though his voice lacked the confidence I so desperately needed. "Just keep calm. We'll figure this out." "Calm?" I spat. "How can I be calm when I'm a walking nest?" I could feel the creatures within me stirring, responding to my agitation. It was as if they were taunting me, a vile chorus of chittering laughter. And I pressed my hands to my stomach, willing the sensation to go away. I thought of my family, the life I had before this horror, and a wave of nausea washed over me. "Whatever this is, it's not just a physical condition," I whispered, more to myself than anyone else. "It's alive. It's feeding off my fear." The technician leaned closer, intrigued. "You think it's sentient?" "I don't know," I admitted, my voice trembling. "But it feels like it knows me, like it's watching me." Suddenly, a loud crash erupted from the containment door, and alarms blared throughout the facility. "What the hell was that?" I shouted, panic flooding my veins. "Stay calm," the technician yelled. "We have a breach." In an instant, I felt the swarm around me grow agitated, the creatures thrumming with energy. They surged toward the grates, and I was paralyzed with fear. The door burst open, and chaos erupted as a horde of rats and insects poured in, drawn to the commotion. "Get back!" the technician screamed. But it was too late. The vermin swarmed him, a living tide that engulfed him whole. I watched in horror as he fell, his screams muffled by the thrumming mass. "No, no, get away," I shouted, backing into a corner as the creatures began to swarm around me, drawn to my very essence. And then, in the midst of the chaos, I felt a strange calm wash over me. The pain in my stomach subsided, replaced by something darker. I looked down, horrified, as the vermin began to crawl into me, not as a swarm, but as a single entity, merging into my skin. "No, no," I gasped, understanding dawning on me like a chilling revelation. "It's not just a host. It's a cycle." I could feel it now, the presence inside me awakening. an ancient consciousness that thrived on fear and chaos. As the last of the technician's screams faded, and I became one with the swarm, I realized that I had become something far worse than a mere host. I was SCP-027, and the cycle would continue. The door slammed shut, cutting off the screams, but I could still hear them echoing in my mind. I smiled, feeling the swarm settle within me. It was time to find a new host.